switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Antetokounmpo. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Turner in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for the Pistons, Tobias Harris is out there with Jalen Duren. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Jaden Ivey. And it's Thompson in at the small forward spot. The tip-off goes to Detroit. And there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
And you always wonder in that case, could fatigue play a role in deciding this game? You know, back-to-backs are hard, but there's no excuses. Everybody has to play them, so you deal with it and make the most of it. Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
Here's Turner. Duren pulls it in. Now Ivy with some arc, and it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Now here's Ivy. Walked again. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at San Antonio. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
Now here's Trent. 12 points his last outing. Here's Turner. Turner missing again.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of a blocking shot. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
And stolen by Kuzma. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Into the lane. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need for that. Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And just too fast. Cunningham slices right through him.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And a chance now to see where teams stand in the early stages of the NBA Cup.
And a lot can still change before we get to the knockout round. But one thing we know at this point, this competition has really added some excitement to the regular season since it started.
Tobias Harris Clark has played over a dozen years in the NBA, and he is still a solid third option.
He really is, and he only played 1 year in college, and yet has been steady and consistent. He might not be the most efficient scorer, but he still does a lot of good things when he's on the floor, and he does them at both ends of the floor.
And that combination of length and instincts, that's what makes Cunningham so competitive at the defensive end.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Antetokounmpo. 4th in field goal percentage, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want to corral it. And the Bucks miss again. For Detroit, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The shot by Ivy, no good. The Bucks trail, and it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Turner. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Because Turner is so mobile and so fast, you can't let him get comfortable running in the open court.
Duran with the screen on Porter. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Kuzma pulls it in. Cunningham's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Porter dishes to Antetokounmpo. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Harris. Ivy passes to Thompson. The kick out to Cunningham. Over Porter. Cunningham's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Giannis. He had 15 points last outing. And here's Cunningham. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek Freak. Guys?
Thank you, David. Kuzma. And the Bucks miss again. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 1. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. It may very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Karis LeVert's checked in for Asar Thompson. Anthony's checked in for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 5 points in the game. Anthony left side. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's LeVert. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. On the clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. He's got his second basket of the night.
And great use of the screen by Ivy. Picks off a defender and creates just enough space for that one.
Pass to Porter. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here is Harris. 11 points for him in that last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Bucks second.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Anthony, the pass to Kuzma. Turner with the screen for Kuzma. And Clark Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets on.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit. But I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that, Giannis. I love the Greek freak. But I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And that one's good. Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Pass to Duren. Here's Harris. Duren with the screen on Giannis. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. A different look here for Detroit. Stewart's checked in for Tobias Harris. Holland comes in for Ivy. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Here's Holland. 9 points last game. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Turner with a screen for Porter. Oh, Turner in position.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Here's Sasser. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Detroit, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Rollins subbed in for Porter. Here's Rollins. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland. Here's Turner. They kick it out to Green. Fires it up. Rebound, Detroit. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
That's tipped.
Using that 7'2" wingspan, very effective.
Oh, man!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Sasser. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce. 1:32 left to play here in the first. Portis a screen on LeVert. Anthony kicks to Portis. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to LeVert. Back to Sasser. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And the dunk by Stewart.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Sasser can't hit. Milwaukee is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Detroit making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Sims is checked in. And Trent subbed in for Green.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against the defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And here's Trent outside. Here's Holland, covered by Rollins. Now LeVert. Yes, that goes in.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Portis is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Rollins. And it's Sims in its center. Now here's LeVert. Thompson, a screen on Trent. And it's Thompson with the jam.
A very nice read that time from LeVert. He's a guy who racks up the assist. Very good feel on offense.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Sims. Over Stewart. Sims inside. Stewart on him. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass. can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Clock at 4. Three-pointer, LeVert. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
From deep, Trent. Holland with the rebound.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and this came up short on the triple.
Stewart finds Sasser. Stewart passes to LeVert. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. So, Clark, the last couple NBA seasons featuring 14 of the top 15 team offensive ratings in league history.
You know, I think that's testament to the skill level of the players. And certainly you hear some coaches talk about defense being legislated out of the game. It is an entertaining product. That's part of the drive for more offense. But I guess I could agree that there does need to be maybe a touch more balance and not so tilted toward the offense.
Here's Sasser following the 3 by Milwaukee. Pass to Stewart. It's hauled in by Trent.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Here's Sims, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
Rollins the pass to Portis. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Can't hit from 12.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Sasser, covered by Rollins. Pass to Holland. Now here's LeVert. 7 points in the game. Shoots over Portis. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And Anthony gets it to go.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
LeVert finds Sasser. To stop the run, drills the three-pointer. Sasser's got 6 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Rollins the pass to Anthony. Shoots over LeVert. Anthony's shot is off.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Here's Sasser, covered by Rollins. Here's Quintman. Hits the outside fadeaway. Quintman's got his first points of the night. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And it's Green missing.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Pass to Sasser. Here's Quintman. Stewart down low. Guarded by Green. Sasser can't hit. Bucks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Anthony can't hit. So for the Bucks, their last game a loss to Cleveland. Here's LeVert. Sims with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. The shot by Rollins no good. For Detroit, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Friday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Here's Cunningham. Nice form on the 20-footer. Cunningham's got his second basket of the night.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Turner with a screen on Harris. Antetokounmpo dishes to Turner. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And the Pistons making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. Now, here's Cunningham. He's coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you.
Oh, what a move! Giannis!
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. Pass to Porter. Fires the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Pistons have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got the lead up to 4 now for Detroit.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Porter. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Antetokounmpo against Harris. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Detroit's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Cunningham. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Trent's checked in for the Bucks. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. In 4th, the Bucks.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Here's Harris. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Giannis.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
Harris passes to Duren. Turner with the steal. Porter with it. Picked up by Harris. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Pass to Kuzma. There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Good D by Thompson. And, well, Detroit shooting the ball at 42%. Harris up top. Trent against Ivy. That one good for 2. Ivy's got 6.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Outside, Porter. Turner with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Turner. Shoots over Duran. The shot by Turner, no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's Detroit up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Doc, what do you think you'll see from them in the second half?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Always the coach's mantra. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up. How much importance did you two put on the regular season standings during your playing days?
Man, I took him very seriously, Ernie. I wanted to be on top. Meanwhile, Shaq was out there sleepwalking through the regular season.
And apparently there's been a carryover into his television career.
Somebody said television.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's a great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
And that is a wrap.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Duran out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Asar Thompson. Then it's Ivy. And it's Cunningham in at the point. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Back to Harris. Here's the 3. Porter pulls it in. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Outside Turner for the lead. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 6 assists here tonight.
Boy, Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
With the step back, looking to get back on track here, and it's sent back by Turner. Duran finds Cunningham, nails it from the high post. Cunningham's got 10 points in the game. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Antetokounmpo, that's a 2-pointer. And here is Trent outside. Detroit with the rebound. There's the lob to Duran. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
So we can't get either to fall.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Here's Harris. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
In the corner, it's Harris. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Thompson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pistons. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Pistons. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season. And checking out Milwaukee, they're down in the 9th position.
And I think for Milwaukee, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, they can start to break out of that pack.
6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Cunningham. Porter dishes to Antetokounmpo.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Harris kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Duran. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his 2nd season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Bucks trail by 3. Trent outside. Lots of room. Rebound by the Pistons. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
They get it back. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. Pistons leading by 3. Harris looking it over. Pass to Thompson. To the inside. Ivy lays it up off the glass. Ivy's got 8.
And using that quickness to maneuver around the paint that time. What a play from Ivy.
Here's Porter. That shot off. Cunningham with some nice D. The Pistons have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. Giannis with it. Picked up by Thompson. Porter against Cunningham. Porter passes to Kuzma. Giannis outside. Shot clock at 6. And slams it down right on top of Jalen Duran.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Ivy. No good from outside. Bucks trail by 3. Porter passes to Antetokounmpo. Over Ivy. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
And they get it back. Thompson looking for an opening. A 3-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Harris against Giannis. There's Giannis with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Back to Cunningham. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Porter. Cunningham with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A moment now to see the numbers for Thompson. He's getting around 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Holland, he's checked in for Asar Thompson. Karis LeVert comes in for Jaden Ivey. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
Sasser can't hit.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Here's Holland. Turner covering. Pass to LeVert. Takes the 3. Drills it from outside. LeVert's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pistons.
Well, you look at the shots like that LeVert makes, and you have to be happy for the progress he's made because he's worked at it.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring him back.
And here is Harris. LeVert from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Turner's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out to Anthony. Stolen by LeVert. Pass to Holland. Goes up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
To the middle. Here's Turner. And it's sent back by Turner. They get it back. 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Sasser. Offensive rebound. Tries a 3. Holland, no good. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Giannis. Giannis says, get off me.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Kuzma. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 13 rebounds in the game. Leading. Here's Harris. That's good. That's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists tonight.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Turner with a screen on Harris. Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity. Antetokounmpo through contact.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's LeVert. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeVert's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Pistons.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
Antetokounmpo finds Turner. Here's Rollins. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Pass to Harris. Sasser with it. He has 6. Harris's shot is off. And so is Detroit with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Green. Rollins is out there with Anthony. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5 down low. He was all alone on that one.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
LeVert against Anthony. Here's Stewart. Sims with the rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And the wide open shot from Green. Good on the 3-point shot. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And it's LeVert missing. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Bucks. Here in the 4th quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. They kick it out to Green. Portis for 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Portis has got 5 points now this quarter. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. LeVert with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own 3-point. And the Pistons lead by 1. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Sasser. That one drops for him. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Pass to LeVert. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Sasser can't hit.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Anthony. Now Portis. Rebound by the Pistons. Stewart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Holland. And he gets the bucket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Anthony. Outside, Green. Over in the corner, Portis. Shoots over Holland. Offensive rebound. Sims. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Kay Cunningham's checked in for the Pistons. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Torian Prince, he's checked in for the Bucks. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Pass to LeVert. Now here's Cunningham. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot. And boy, is he producing.
Antetokounmpo inside. Cunningham against Anthony. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's LeVert. That shot off. Prince with the defensive effort. Bucks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now Cunningham. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Anthony. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And it's a 3-point Bucks lead. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to Cunningham. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Cole Anthony.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Ivy subbed in for Marcus Sasser. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Taurean Prince. Trent's checked in for Cole Anthony. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Rollins. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all 3 levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
Porter, no luck.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Ivy with it, and it's Trent picking him up. The shot by Ivy, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 1, and Turner throws it down.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Pass to Harris. Ivy with it. Clock at 6. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. And it's all evened up. Cunningham's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Antetokounmpo passes to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th assist in this one.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Thompson passes to Ivy. It's Turner, high post. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Turner.
And, you know, because Turner is such a good free throw shooter for his position, defenses really can't send him to the line too often. He'll make them pay.
Now here is Harris. Duren with the screen on Antetokounmpo. And here's Harris from the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis inside. Harris is there. And Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Trent.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Duren with the screen on Porter. It's Cunningham with the drive. Bucks leading by 7. Looking to end this cold spell and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Asar Thompson. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And he sinks the second. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Cunningham. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Cunningham's got 16 here in the second half.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Thank you, David. To the paint, here's Harris, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Antetokounmpo. Trent kicks to Giannis. And they double up Giannis. And a wide open look for Porter. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Detroit trails by 6. Ivy with it, and it's Trent picking him up. It's stolen. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's just fearlessness taking it to the rack by Porter. Saw the defense coming, but didn't slow down one iota.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
You know, we've seen Kevin Porter Jr. play the 1, 2, and the 3, and no matter where he plays, KPJ is a bucket getter.
Big-time buckets is what everyone wants to see from Ivy. He has to attack without hesitation in those situations.
Shoots off the step back. Porter, no luck. The Pistons shoot here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. As to Cunningham. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
Here's Porter.
Yes! Huge points from Porter Jr. Fearless in big moments.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Cunningham. Over Porter. Cunningham's shot is off. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for the Bucks.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Cunningham outside. Turin down low. Turner covering. The shot by Ivy, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he would go up and knock those down.
Here's Ivy. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Cunningham, and it's sent back by Turner. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good! And they go to the intentional foul.
Cade Cunningham. Third personal foul. Shooting from Milwaukee.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible. And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And so the Bucks take the win. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standings.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Giannis. The team picked it up in the second half. What changed out there?
We were playing actually really competitive. We were playing hard, but I think in the third quarter, when you start making shots, you can play harder defensively, and we were moving the ball really well, and we were just clicking as a team.
And you guys controlled the last stretch, man. Thanks. Congrats. Back to you guys.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.